Second M is a big M.
Good evening. We're about to find out now. Jen McMillen's here. She's the Dean of Students. Jen, what can you tell us?
Good morning. Well, on Thursday, January 19th, we had a number of Humber College resident students at our North Campus become ill with symptoms that included vomiting and abdominal pain. As of now, what we're aware of is there are 77 students who have reported these symptoms and approximately 30 that were transported to hospital. According to our hospital colleagues this morning, all students who were transported were treated and released and continue to return to residence throughout the night. The source of the illness has not yet been determined. We continue to provide support to our students. As a precaution, our Humber College Health Center called Toronto Public Health yesterday, and we continue to get support and advice from them. And we continue to ensure that our students are feeling as well as they can. We're encouraging good hygiene, asking them to act as we do every season where we see illnesses like this in residence, and we will provide updates as we are able.
This doesn't seem like a typical flu because the students were okay during the day and suddenly they fell ill. I know you mentioned the flu season, but they fell ill pretty suddenly.
Yeah, I didn't mention flu season actually. I think it's around common illnesses. So we don't know what the source is. So we've been in contact with the local hospitals and they've confirmed with us that they haven't been determined what the source of the illness is. So certainly a high density living environment like residence, there are students who come in close contact with one another, but we are continuing to monitor and determine what we can in terms of what the source might be. But our healthcare practitioners are unable to provide us that information.
Any staff members affected by this?
There are staff who work in residence who are providing support and guidance throughout the night who have come down with the similar symptoms.
So staff members as well. Do we know if they eat here? There's some conjecture originally it may be food poisoning, but that's not been proven at all.
That's right. We have no information to suggest that, but certainly we examine all options and concerns that make so we work with our campus food service partners to ensure that we are examining, investigating, and addressing any issues that might be at play here.
So Jen, have you ruled out food poisoning at this point?
Wouldn't be our place to do that. So what we've done is we are ensuring that the right folks are involved, including health inspectors and all of those sorts of people who have the authority and the expertise to advise us on whether there's any concerns in that way.
So you're still serving food on the campus?
I'm not sure if any decisions have been made, but certainly we need to ensure that we work around containment as much as possible. So food service, we don't have any information to suggest. The investigation is ongoing with regards to the appropriate people who would make that decision.
Well, I don't get it. If food poisoning hasn't been ruled out, and the food could be being contaminated in kitchens or cafeterias, would it not be prudent just to shut down the food service?
Certainly in any food service industry, there are protocols in place where if there is any concern around contamination, those issues are being addressed to ensure that any issue would not continue at this point in time.
So you're still serving food?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
You're still serving food, but you haven't ruled out food poisoning.
So it wouldn't be up to us to rule out food poisoning. It is up to the health inspector who is providing that information.
Right, but the health inspector hasn't ruled out food poisoning as far as you're aware.
So as I've already mentioned, the health inspector is the appropriate person who would be making those recommendations about any immediate action that needed to be taken, and we are taking our advice and guidance from them.
Any classes affected or access to residents?
Nope, not at all.
Can you talk about the measures that are being taken to provide medical support to the students that are in the res? Presumably they're not just better all of a sudden.
Sure. So, I mean, we have a full-service health center on campus, so we have many healthcare practitioners who are providing strong advice, as well as the advice of students who were discharged from hospital, which includes rest, fluids, isolating themselves, and our experience is that those students are feeling much better. I think that's all for now. Thank you very much.
What
for your
would it
time.
to say that you don't think it's food poisoning?